Let's go hang with Matt. Let's message Matt. Instead of messaging the guy, why don't I just walk over and grab some coffee? I'm feeling really sluggish today anyway. Amanda! Amanda sticks her head out of her room. Father! Want to go to the Coffee Spoon?
Yeah.
Oh, so you can get called cool now you're the cool dad who hangs out at coffee shops and listens to neo-jazz and stuff? Amanda, are you going to bring your laptop and your leather-bound journal so you can work on your poetry anthology? Look, honey, do you want me to buy you coffee or not? Let me grab my laptop and my leather-bound journal. Amanda and I make the short walk over to the Coffee Spoon. The place is quiet today, just a few people hanging out and reading books at the cozy little nooks. I walk up to the counter and see familiar pierced face. Hey, you were the dude I yelled at a bunch the other night.
Ugh.
Amanda casts a sideways glance at me. He tried to sell me shirts. And who might you be, miss?
Ugh.
This is my daughter, Amanda, the person I am a father to and am very protective of. An honor to make your acquaintance. My name is Pablo. Did I mention that I make witch house music? I wouldn't call witch house music, but okay. Sass, Amanda.
Ugh.
A piercing blow to my ego, though not one that will dissuade my need to impress you. My innate dad sense tingles. I'm overwhelmed with the fatherly protective energy. I must do something to protect my child. Change the subject, defend witch house, reappropriate lines from Taken. Listen here, Pablo. I have a very specific set of skills to, I can type pretty fast for people my age. If you so much as harm a hair on my daughter's head, I'll be coming for you at a comfortable 80 words per minute after I practice a little.
Ugh.
Dad. Hark.
Uh.
Matt comes out from the washing dishes in the back room to meet Amanda and I. He and I high-five, as fellow cool people do. I see you met my newest employee. At your service, although I'm only here at Vacant Vale until Vacant Vale starts their world tour. When's that? Well, we have to put out a record first.
Hey.
All right, Pablo. Now, what do you do with customers again? Right, yes. Pablo clears his throat. Hello, good folk of Maple Bay. Can I interest you in a tasty caffeinated beverage?
Huh.
A smashing pumpkin spice latte, please. A classic. And you? American football, decaf for cutie, Father John Misto. Father John Misto, please.
Dad.
That might be the worst pun I've ever heard. Hey, it's pure comedy. Yeah, puns are the highest form of comedy.
Hey.
Oh, I was making a joke off. Father John Misty has an album called Pure Comedy, and the drink is named after Father John Misty, so I was... Yeah, never mind. Coming right up. Pablo gets to work making our drinks while Matt observes him.
Hey.
He'll get the hang of it, for as goofy of a dude as he is, kid works hard. Hey, man, that concert was a lot of fun. We should hang out again. Hey, yeah.
Oh.
I'm actually gonna be done training Pablo in a couple hours and was gonna go record shopping. Wanna come along? Absolutely.
Hey.
Pablo brings us our drinks and Amanda buries herself in her laptop. I spend my time sipping my drink and cracking jokes with Matt. Last time we hung out, he told me that he had trouble hanging out with other people. But for some reason, he and I can talk and joke like old buds. It's weird. I feel really comfortable around him. Once Matt feels comfortable leaving Pablo on his own, I say goodbye to Amanda and we start walking to the record store.
Hey.
Have you ever been here before? No, I mean, we have a record player sitting in the living room, but all I have are 2 copies of Frampton Comes Alive. Oh, this should be fun then. We're gonna find some good stuff. The walls of the store are packed with posters, artwork, stickers, and records. A few people mill around, flipping through milk crates of albums. Some indie band is playing through the speakers. It's a nice vibe. So, why do people still buy records? Isn't it kinda outdated at this point?
Hey, dude.
There's a lot of people who try to tell you that vinyl sounds warmer or more true to the artist's intent, but really I think it's just nice to collect records.
Hey.
It's cool that in this day and age we just have about every song ever created available instantly on our phones, but there's something about holding an album and getting to see the artwork in your hands that I always love.
Hey.
That's why I try to get as many of the records I love in physical form as possible. Remember when we were kids and would have to wait around by the radio with a cassette tape so that we could record our favorite songs?
Hey.
It made each listen really special, and mixtapes were even cooler because of how much work they took. Now you just make a playlist. I think the last time someone gave me a real mixtape was in high school.
Oh.
I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. I look around the multi-level record store and spot some genres. Future wave, jungle, anarcho-punk, nunsploitation. I have no idea where to even start. Man, this is a little overwhelming. Here, let me help you find something you might like. If you were a milkshake, what flavor would you be? Cookies and cream. Not vanilla. Strawberry. Purple. I'd be purple.
Hey.
If you could only buy one type of candle scent for the rest of your life, what would it be? Daffodil Mountain Spring sounds nice. Camouflage Summer Breeze. Spring Creek Fireball. Nah. Power Violence Cherry Blossom. Daffodil Mountain Spring. What's your favorite ambient sound? Rain? Bowling Alley, no. Star Trek Bridge Ambiance, no. Howls of the Bone Chorus, no. Rain. What's your dream vacation spot? My backyard. Inside an active volcano. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. Starting a new life in the Baltics. Living off the fat of the land in Ibiza. What's your deepest, darkest fear? I worry that people are nice to me only because they want something from me. No. I fear that I don't deserve happiness and won't ever get it. Not really. What if nobody exists but me and I'm fabricated this universe? That's an interesting one. Saying you too when the waiter tells you to enjoy your food. What if nobody exists but me and I have fabricated this universe? Matt thinks for a moment.
Huh?
Oh, I know just the thing.
Hey.
Matt runs to the other end of the store and returns holding a record behind his back. He shows it to me. I'm wondering what kind of record he's thinking of based on all of those answers. This is Trouble Will Find Me by The National. The National have honed their sad guy sound on album after album, and by this point, their old prose about feeling blue. The music is so amazing that it's actually cheer you up. I'm not really a bluesy, slow song kind of person. I'm more of an upbeat pop. I like songs that are really, really upbeat and catchy. I'm sure this album sounds great too. It's just not my go-to. My go-to is definitely more. I'm definitely more upbeat and catchy and poppy. Whoa, dude, thanks for the recommendation.
Hey.
You're gonna have a great time with it, promise. Matt and I bring our records to the cash register. A young girl with a septum ring and a buzz cut stands behind the counter with one earbud in. Usual stuff today, Matt?
Hey.
Just some light pickups. Matt places 3 albums on the counter. Swear I'm God and This by Diet Sig, Forever by Mystery Skulls, and Greatest Hits by Remo Drive. I'm good at this. Tight!
Hey.
The cashier rings Matt up and hands back his album in a bag. She stares at me suspiciously. Who's the nerd? That nerd is my buddy, Hark. Hark, this beacon of human charm is Molly. I got kicked out of art school for destroying my paintings at the end of every critique. You have a habit of insulting your paying customers, Molly? Just saying. Lovely to meet you. Anyway, Matt, is the open mic night still on?
Hey.
You know it. And are the Third Waves going to do a special acoustic performance? I might see if I can get a few of the girls together. There's an open mic night going on?
Hey.
Yeah, dude, we do it every month at the Coffee Spoon. Some amazing talent always comes through. Got a flyer for it right here.
Hey.
You and Amanda should come by that night. Matt blushes. Matt blushes. I mean, if you're not doing anything.
Oh, man.
Will Vacant Veil be playing?
Hey.
If only. I finish paying for my record and we head out of the store. Man, what a trip down memory lane. I haven't been in a record shop like that since Vans and Shag carpeting. Now that you mention it, isn't it strange to think all those weird little musical memories? How do you mean? Well, I think music is a very time and place sort of thing. A song is important to me not only in that I think it sounds good, but where I was and what I was doing when I listened to it. That's a lot of Colin. And it's more like music is what's happening in his life currently while he's listening to a specific song is affects him a lot. Like if he hears a song playing when something really bad happened to him that day, something bad happens to him awful that day, and he hears a specific song, he will then not like that song, like, because it'll remind him of whatever tragic thing happened to him. And the other opposite happens. If he's if something really good happens and he hears a song, he then associates that good thing with that song. So I'm not like that really at all. I definitely keep that separate, but Colin definitely has a bit of association with that for a lot of things. There's music that reminds me of exes, of struggling through school, of being so poor that I don't know where my next meal was coming from.
Oh.
All that stuff, and listening to those songs reminds me of those moments of my life. I mean, yes, I should correct myself. Yes, there are specific songs that do remind me of specific things, but I think for Colin it goes even deeper than just reminding me of specific things. Yeah, now that I think about it, even the pop concert Amanda made me take her to is special to me. I mean, I'm not really a fan of the band, but hearing their songs on the radio reminds me of how young and excited Amanda was.
Hey.
And then that even reminds me of a younger me, going to see my favorite bands in concert with all of my friends. We would always go to my friend Cynthia Chapman's house beforehand and smoke pot in her basement like we were so slick. Her parents definitely knew what we were doing. Alright, well, Daddy Hark was not as straight-laced as I was, I guess. It kind of bothers me that we couldn't make a choice in that, but okay, that's fine. Dad Hark, I'm such a nerd. I'm more of a nerd than that, and more straight-laced than Dad Hark is. Wait, when was the last time you smoked pot? Matt stops to think for a moment. It's been decades. Dude, me too. Where do you even get pot now? Is that even what the kids call it these days? I don't know. But I bet I could find out. Do you want to get high and listen to our new records? No. I have zero interest, but then again, Dad Hark is very different for me, apparently. Say no to drugs.
What?
Nah, man, I think I'm good.
Hey.
It's a little juvenile, I guess. Let's just go back to my place and listen to them. Yeah, drugs is a extremely huge turnoff for me. Way huge turnoff. It's not my thing. Never was my thing. Never will be my thing. Yeah, that's just me. It's just me.
Oh.
Matt and I walk back to the cul-de-sac and head into his house. I hope he isn't bummed about the no weed thing.
Oh.
We sit and listen through the Diet Sig album that Matt bought, which is catchy as heck. I look around the room again and see photos of Carmencita growing up. I spot a young woman with a huge smile in one of the pictures with the two. Who's that? Oh, that's Rosa. She was Carmencita's mother. She died when Carmencita was young. I'm sorry to hear that. Amanda lost Alex at a young age, too. I can understand how hard that must have been. I look around again, spotting a framed gig poster hanging on the wall. On it there's an illustration of Matt and Rosa surrounded by flowers. The cursive lettering reads, "Stillness the Dancing." Looks like they played the Sound Garden over a decade ago. Were you two in a band together? Yeah, that was the reason I was touring so much when I was younger. We traveled the whole country in this rinky-dinky little van. It was hard to start, but once we started gaining notoriety and seeing how much our songs meant to kids, it was just incredible. Wow, that seems like a life some people only dream of.
Hey.
It was, and it was difficult at the same time. I couldn't have done it without someone by my side. Rosa and I knew that we couldn't do it forever. The long hours on the road, missing your family, sleeping in the van, all that stuff.
Oh, man.
So once she became pregnant with Carmencita, we put her down her roots in our favorite town to play in, right here. Since she was a kid, Rosa always had a dream to own a quiet little coffee shop. She died before it opened. I'm so sorry.
Oh, man.
Don't be. I'm not really sure what to say. I mean, I couldn't possibly count the number of times I told people the same thing after Alex died.
Hey, dude.
Matt gets up to a flip of the record next to the turntable. I notice a dusty piano. It's pretty cool that, I'm talking more about my deceased wife with not only Matt's date, but with Robert's date as well. Robert had more of a mention, but in that we actually like confide in him and talk a little bit about our dead spouses. Do you play?
Hey.
Oh, I'm out of practice. I used to jam on the keys back in the day. Oh, yeah? I fronted the hottest 7-piece ska band that Eagle Rock-based high school had to offer.
Oh.
No way, you had a ska phase? Phase? Ska never dies.
Hey.
Except for Scommunist Manifesto, who broke up after the senior talent show to pursue solo careers.
Oh.
Dude, that's so rad. Matt pulls out the piano bench.
Oh.
Give me some of that two-tone love. Oh, man, let's see if I still got it.
Oh.
I sit down at the piano. Go with the classic. Stick to your ska roots. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. Stick to your ska roots. You talked about it. This is what you do best. This is what you... Yeah, stick with what you do best. Hey, I think I'm doing it. I'm playing ska.
Hey.
Wait, that was just smoke on the water. Matt, I forgot how to play. The Deep Purple is always appreciated nonetheless. Alright, buddy, can you top that?
Hey.
I shouldn't. Aw, come on.
Oh, man.
No, It's been a long time. Never too late to get back into it. Matt, you just sat through a butchered version of Deep Purple's Smoke on the Water. How much worse can it be? Matt stares at the piano for a second. Okay. Okay. Matt closes his eyes and runs his fingers over the keys. He breathes in deep and starts playing a melody. If I didn't know that he hadn't played the piano a long time, I would never have guessed it. Matt plays a soft, sweet tune filled with emotion. I've never heard this before. Is this one of his original works? This is so cool.
Oh.
Matt finishes the song and finally opens his eyes. How was that? That was amazing. Oh, it's nothing. Come on, man. That was killer. Are you going to pull that out for open mic night? Oh, no. I've never played those. Well, why not? You're really good. It's just, I just don't do it anymore. I just don't like being up there and alone and having so many people stare at me. It just doesn't feel fun anymore. I'm wondering if it's part of it's because he subconsciously is reminded by his wife as well. I can sense that Matt's getting uncomfortable at the thought of it. I won't push him any further. Alright, man, but I hope you know how beautiful your music is. Thanks.
Hey.
Matt and I sit and listen to more records until it gets late, and I decide that I need to get to bed. Matt walks me to my door.
Hey, yeah.
Night, dude. I smile. Night. I walk inside and the house is dark, save for the sliver of light coming from beneath Amanda's door. I knock lightly on the door and enter Amanda's room. She's sitting at her desk with her camera, editing photos. Hey, Amanda. Amanda swivels around her chair to face me and slumps down. So, what's up? Dad, I'm hungry.
What?
Wait, no. Hi, hungry. No! I'm Dad. Amanda collapses on the floor. I promised myself I'd never let it come to this. Sorry, kiddo, you set it up. I spike it down. You're a monster. Want some spaghetti? Yes, please. Amanda and I boil pasta and heat up sauce in a pan. Well, I boil pasta and heat up sauce while Amanda watches. Despite my best efforts, I'm not able to set it on fire. How was record collecting? It was great. Did you know that Matt used to play in a band? No way. Was he good? I don't know if the band was good. But he played some piano for me tonight, and it was amazing. He played piano for you? Dude! Yeah, I brought it up that he should have played at the open mic night that's happening in his coffee shop, but he kind of weird about it. Hey, I saw a flyer for that. We should go. It's not too late to start a father-daughter punk band and play a couple tunes there. Yeah, let me break out my glockenspiel. I think I only know hot cross buns, but we can work off of the chord progression. Amanda and I have a nice dinner before she gets back to her room and do photography stuff. I end up watching True Life. I'm a house hunter. They're staging an intervention for the house hunter, who is crying uncontrollably over the color of the walls. They know they can paint the walls of their house any color they want, right? Matt's song is stuck in my head all night. Aww. How nice. 520, Nug. We've got Nugs in this game? Grunch, cool, History Channel, Protective Dad.
I'm down for an encore.
Nice. We got an A. Solid. Very solid.
Welcome.
King of Carrot Flowers.
You've got dads.